There's a saying that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But for Thunder and his sister Sunshine, two rescue dogs from the island of Aruba, those steps did not come easily.
Thunder and Sunshine, they were found in Santa Cruz. We got a call from a neighbor that says their neighbor has a dog and they're not taking care of it. And together with Brandy, who's a tourist that was on the island, she was with me. And we went to Santa Cruz looking for Thunder. We drove by the house and didn't see him, not knowing that the little thing that we thought was a rock in front of the house, that was Thunder. So when we came back, he lifted his head and we realized it's a dog. He was covered in mange, couldn't walk, covered in ticks from his nose to his tail. He was completely covered. Once we scooped him up to put him in the car, his little sister Sunshine, she came running and she jumped with him in the car. So we took both of them.
Thunder and Sunshine are among the lucky ones. Like many Caribbean islands, Aruba has thousands of homeless street dogs. And if it weren't for volunteers like Zoe from Luna Foundation, these two rescues, as well as many other Aruban Cunucu street dogs, wouldn't have a chance.
We've taken care of them. I've taken care of them with the help of the foundation for the whole year. Been at my home, and they're perfect now. They are perfect. That's our strength. We're good with the unwanted or with the really sick, and it makes us proud to see them go from almost dying to now being perfect puppies.
While both Thunder and Sunshine have made remarkable recoveries, there's still a question whether Thunder will ever be able to walk on all fours again.
He doesn't have complete control over his back legs. One leg that does nothing. It's sideways. So when he runs on 3, but one leg is not strong enough to keep him up completely. So he's kind of dragging himself, but he's a little speed demon. He's fast. He doesn't realize he's not as the other ones, so he runs.
Just hours after Thunder and Sunshine received their final health checkup in Aruba, they were on their way to the U.S. to find their forever homes.
And there, Linda is gonna take over my part and take extra good care of them and take Thunder to a neurosurgeon to see what his defect is, if it's fixable or not, because he has issues with his back legs.
If Thunder could talk right now, I know what he would say. Hello, Sunshine. I have a feeling we're not in Aruba anymore. Thunder and Sunshine are both adapting well to the winter weather and snow at our foster home here in Massachusetts. They've been living in our home for several months, and unfortunately they have not had one application for adoption. Because Thunder and Sunshine are bonded siblings, we were asked to see that they are adopted together. But it's not easy finding someone willing to adopt both dogs, considering Thunder's disability.
So she's big sister. Where he goes, she goes. She makes sure he has everything and everything is perfect. She's done that from the beginning. At the vet, if they take him out for a walk, she'll cry. So they had to always keep them together.
Today is the day we find out if Thunder will ever walk again on all fours. Renowned veterinary neurologist Gina Silver has agreed to examine Thunder. We're hoping to determine the underlying cause of Thunder's disability, and also if there's hope of a possible treatment.
So when I take a peek, when the scan first comes up, I always kind of say across the parking lot. So I'm taking, a look at it, seeing what looks abnormal to me. And the one thing we'll say is the discs all look great. I don't see any signs of fracture, anything that's causing a compression on the spinal cord. The discs look fine. But what is different, or not quite normal, is that if I look at my dull gray tube of the spinal cord, it's fine, but when I look at the width or the thickness of the fat fluid that's surrounding the spinal cord, it's really thick.
It's that spinal fluid thickness, according to Dr. Silver, that's preventing Thunder from walking like a normal dog. She believes Thunder was most likely born that way or suffered an infection at an early age.
Gotta go when he goes right there.
She told us an operation on Thunder's spine would not guarantee that Thunder would ever be able to walk again normally. Her advice: see if physical therapy helps Thunder first.
So the hydrotherapy is actually a fantastic tool that we have because it uses water, which it has multiple effects. It's buoyancy, so everybody is a little bit lighter, floats easier, but you also have some resistance. And in going through the water, you're building muscle, but you weigh less, which is, everybody wants to weigh less and have more muscle. And the other fantastic thing about the treadmill is you have warm water and hydrostatic pressure, which helps push fluid within tissues out, so it reduces swelling that way. Because you're in the treadmill, the movement of the treadmill increases the range of motion. So for a dog like Thunder, who doesn't really walk normally and has probably not walked normally in a very long time or it's his entire life, we let him stand up with support, which he can't do out on the land without support, but he's stood up on occasion in there or supported himself in there. So we hope that we'll convince him to stand up and bear his own weight, and as we move, we're going to put his joints through a normal range of motion. Thunder is doing really, I think, pretty well. I think it's still too early to say what we'll be able to do with him and how far he'll go, but I think we see subtle signs of things that he can do that I didn't think he would do. He can stand if we support him correctly, which I didn't think he'd be able to do. He still has some unique physical characteristics that we're trying to figure out, but I think we're going to make some progress with him and we can improve his quality of life. And even if it's not, he may not be a dog who's able to run around and run an agility course, but if we can get him to the point where he can stand and walk on his own, that would be wonderful. He may not get to that point, I can't make any guarantees, and if he doesn't and we do end up putting him in a wheelchair, at least we can say we've given him the best shot.
After months of hydrotherapy, we decided it was time to see if a custom pet wheelchair might offer Thunder a chance for a better life.
Eddie's Wheels makes custom wheelchairs for dogs with disabilities. Most of our clients are paralyzed or have orthopedic injuries or front leg deformities. But what we always do is to restore dogs to a healthy, normal posture. That is our baseline. If you have a healthy, normal posture, then healing can happen. And abilities that might have been latent get to be expressed, as in the case of Thunder, who we didn't know what he could do until we straightened his back out. And then we saw that he had some use of one rear leg.
Even though this was Thunder's first time in a custom wheelchair, he seemed to enjoy the extra mobility it offered him. After fostering Thunder and Sunshine for more than a year, we finally received an application for adoption. But on the application, we noticed the potential adopters listed Thunder and Sunshine as their second choice. And we decided that second choice was not good enough. After all they've been through, Thunder and Sunshine deserve better. So Linda and I decided to adopt both of them ourselves. So after traveling more than 2,000 miles from the island of Aruba to New England, Thunder and Sunshine's long journey is finally over, and we hope they will love their new forever home.